We know that health outcomes for shift workers are so much worse. We know that a few things can help. For instance, regular meal and exercise times.
Okay.
We know that red light, and here I'm not talking about red light therapy, I'm talking about working under lights that are a bit more red shifted, long wavelength shifted, as we say, as opposed to bright fluorescent lights, can help reduce some of the cortisol release associated with shift work that occurs at the wrong times. This is a pretty nuanced topic that, again, depends on the shift. Ideally, one doesn't work shifts their entire life. If you absolutely have to do shift work, go to your boss, tell them I said this. Try and stay on the same schedule, even if it's a nocturnal schedule, which is the most unhealthy schedule. Try and stay on the same schedule for at least 2 weeks before shifting back to another schedule. If you're somebody who's required to stay up until 3 in the morning and then sleep until 11 a.m., does that mean that viewing morning sunlight, your morning at 11:30 a.m. is not useful? No, it's still useful. Try and keep things as regular as possible. That's my advice. But for people who are on a typical, what we call diurnal, daytime active, as opposed to nocturnal, nighttime active schedule, this business of hydration, sunlight, movement, even if it's skipping rope for 5 minutes or jogging in place or just swinging one's arms or getting a little walk in the morning, immensely beneficial. If you can do a full workout first thing in the morning, great. If you don't have time for that until later in the day, I'll be the first to say exercise when you can do it consistently. So don't think that if you don't work out in the morning that you shouldn't do it later. We know everybody, for sake of longevity and immediate, I guess what we call health span and lifespan and well-being for that matter, should be doing at least 2 or 3 days per week of resistance training of some sort. That's true for men, women, and cardiovascular training in order to ensure healthy neuromuscular connections, brain health, heart health. This is just very, very clear. If you do that early in the day, fine. If you do that on your lunch hour, fine. If you do that in the evening, fine. Just make sure whatever you do in order to get that workout, whatever caffeine or pre-workout that you're taking, doesn't inhibit your ability to get a great night's sleep, because sleep is the ultimate restorative. It's what really is the foundation of mental health and physical health.